Pure Diva is Cheryl's heartfelt tribute to her teacher, Dame Joan Hammond. The genesis of this recording was not only as a celebration of Cheryl and her illustrious mentor, it was also a way for us all to shine a light on Joan Hammond's legacy at the VCA, which was under siege at the time. It features Cheryl performing a range of Dame Joan's signature repertoire, which Cheryl has now made her own. Cheryl's teacher, Dame Joan Hammond, was the biggest classical recording star after the Second World War, with best-selling records of popular Puccini arias from Tosca, Madame Butterfly and La Bohème. The then unknown aria from Puccini's Janiscici, O mio babbino caro, was first released as the B-side to Tosca's Visitate on 78 RPM. The coupling became the first operatic recording to sell 1 million copies and has never been out of the catalogue since. The power of great recordings.
How did you come to be her pupil?
When I was at the Victorian College of the Arts, I was actually my singing teacher was Brian Hansford, and when I finished at the college, Brian said he could no longer teach me. I was moving back to Geelong, to live in Geelong, and Dame Joan, I plucked up the courage. I'd been completely in awe of her the whole way through the college. I used to sing for her on Thursday nights when she would have her masterclass series. Anyway, I knocked on her door with trepidation and I said, "Excuse me, Dame Joan, you know I'm finishing at the college and I was wondering whether you could possibly teach me." And she said, "Of course, my dear, of course." And when I left the college, I actually ended up getting a job in the ANZ Bank in Geelong. And Dame Joan said to me, "Look, I can give you your lessons on a Friday evening. I pass through Geelong on my way to Aireys Inlet, where she had her house." And so she used to pull up, Lolita would be driving, and they'd pull up in our little court in her Silver Shadow Rolls Royce. All the neighbours would be peering out, the Venetians, thinking, who's this, who's this? And she would come inside and give me my lesson for an hour. She would not take any money for it. She was incredibly generous. And so that I studied with her. Then I moved up to Melbourne and I back to Melbourne and continued my lessons with her. So I studied on and off with her for probably about 4 or 5 years till I went overseas, and then whenever I came back to the country I'd have some lessons or go through a role with her.
How did she know that you were worthy of her tutelage?
I used to do a lot with the local amateur Gilbert and Sullivan Society in Geelong, and she was the patron for that, so she would come down and come to the performances, and she arranged for me to do my first audition for the Victoria State Opera, or if Opera Australia, wherever in town.
Was she difficult and demanding?
No, she wasn't. She was quite exacting. I think her bearing was very formidable, so anything she said, I'd just say yes. And so she was very, very, very kind and very patient to me. And I think just the fact that she supported me in the way that she did gave me incredible confidence. And really, I mean, I was quite young. I was about 20 at the time. And it really made me decide that this was what I wanted to do. I wanted to knuckle down and become an opera singer, and it was thanks to her mentoring, really, that got me on my way.